really a lot more hesitant with flexed and stressed views on the cervical spinal cord, especially with atlantoaxial luxations, because you can cause that iatrogenic trauma. And if you do, you can cause major neurologic dysfunction and even death by performing these. And so I typically don't do them anymore if we can get away with it. And I move forward with more intensive imaging. And I'll show you why in a second. So this is a patient that has an atlantoaxial luxation. You can see the C1, C2 actually looks okay there. However, yes, they are different sides, but when the patient is flexed, you can see how that area opens up. This patient actually had an intact DINS, and this flexion was probably a little too extreme for what we would want to do diagnostically, but you can see how the patient's head is pretty well straight. So it's a good x-ray, but we just want to be a little bit safer. This patient actually ended up having an intact DINS, and if this patient had a complete luxation, the patient could have suffered pretty severe neurologic deterioration. And so what you can see here is closer to the brain, you might see a small area of T2 hyperintensity. It's really bright white, kind of right by where that brainstem turns into the cervical spinal cord under C1. And if you look on the second image, towards the side where there's the R versus the L, obviously right versus left, you can see there's a little bit of brightness in that spinal cord there too. This patient had a traumatic issue where the DINS did hit this area and caused the patient to be significantly affected in all thoracic and all four limbs, but luckily was not suffering respiratory dysfunction or having any other problems.